So let's solve the second problem. This is linked list. So second problem is intersection of two linked lists. This is very interesting problem. Okay, let me make it down. So what is this intersection of two linked list? Okay, so let me explain it here only. Let me clear this one. I'll give few hint so that you can process. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6. So is this two linked list intersecting or not? 5, 6, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6. So if you go here, you see this 4, 5, 6 is equal to this 4, 5, 6. So once this 3 is reaching here, so instead of this, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6. So this is the case actually. This is how linked list is. Okay, and you have given one list is like this, list A, list B. Right? So how you can identify whether this two linked list A and list B is intersecting, and after some point there is actually one list, right? This is how you need to identify. I hope everyone is clear with the question. So few hint I want to give. The first hint is, so if you start comparing these two, so if before this number of element in this list A and list B is not equal to, then what will happen? You will compare this 3 and this 4. It should not work. So you have to reach some point where the number of elements after that node is equal to. So what does it mean? So you have to shift somewhere, or you have to move this list to such that so total number of element in the list is equal to this. Then if you start comparing this 2 with this 9, this 3 with this 2, then you will compare this 4 with this 4, then it will be both will be equal, and after that obviously the list will be the same. So you can check that. So you just need to reach to some point after that number of element in the both list is equal, then only you can compare node by node, right? Maybe here also 4 element is there, then in that case you have to move here and here, then both the list will have 6 element and you can compare. This is how you can do it. Okay, you have 15 minutes. We'll explain it again like at 11. First thing I should not do like this directly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and let's say here 4, 5, 6, only 1 is here. Okay, so if you start comparing element by element, so what will happen? 1 will be compared with 1, then both pointer you will be moving to next, right? 2 will be compared to 4, 3 will be compared to 4, 5, 4 is the compare with 6. But you have to compare at some point, yeah, where you are expecting both should be equal. So you need to find that point, and that point is this one. Okay, what if guys, if I get the number of element in this list, number of element in this list, okay, So I got 6 element in this list, 4 element in this list. Okay. So what if, so obviously there is more element. What if I hop this head pointer 2 times? Okay. 1, 2, and I am keep on decrementing this 5, 4. Once I reach here, so number of element in this list will become 4. Number of element in this list also is 4. Okay, so both list is having 4 element. Now if I compare, okay, 3, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Obviously here you will meet the condition after the, in the second case only. Okay, so here you meet the condition, you can get the element. Yeah, what element is that? Where we are pointing. You got my point. So how we can implement that? Yeah. So this is the place you will see all the, like this is the place you will be reaching, and up once you are comparing, once both the list is having the same element, you can compare it. So is it like every time I am hopping? So that is not the way. So the best way is, first I'll get what is the length of head, what is the length of first list, what is the head of second list. So should I write function? We don't have length function, right? So we have to write. So I first write the length function list node. So temp here, I need declare the size with 0. Once temp not equal to null size, I will keep on incrementing the size and I'll return the size. So if I call this length function, I'll get the size. Okay. So there is only 2 scenarios. Either this list is A is greater or list B is greater. Suppose this is A list, this is B list. Either of these 2 is greater, right? So again, I'll go here and see if length A is lesser, okay, then I have to hop in length like list B, right? So if length A is lesser, suppose length is 4, length B is 6. So I have to hop list B till the length B become 4, okay? So if length A, while length A is less than length B, okay, head B is equal to head B dot next, and length B minus minus. Each time I am decrementing. So earlier length B was 6, second, in the first loop it will become 5, in the second loop it will become 4. So this condition won't meet. So what will happen? Length list B, in case of list B, so this was the list B in the previous example. So your head will be pointing somewhere here, and this head is also pointing to somewhere here. Then you can compare. It's either way, like that's why I have written 2 while block. One case length A is less than, one case length B is this. Next, you can write while head A is not equal to B, then till that time only you have to loop, right? And you can do head A is equal to head A dot next, head B equal to head B dot next. Once both is equal to the first case only, it will return, right? And it will return, you can return either head A or head B, doesn't matter. It will be returning the same thing and you can submit. It's very simple problem, right?
Manish, but the constraint was like time complexity was O of n.
Yeah, so
but,
here where you see it's more than n.
Like I don't know, like there are many, like I thought there are many while loops now that.
So okay, 2 things. Okay, if you have one array, okay, you have one array with n element, okay, and you are looping 5 times over the element, okay. So so it doesn't mean its time complexity is n square or something like that. It's 5n, right? So if you are looping 5 times, then it's 5n. And 5n is equal to actually n if you go to the big O notation. Okay, I'll explain big O notation before I'll explain the algorithm. So till data structure, I don't see the importance of big O notation. So once I will covering the tree and graph, once that part is done, then I'll go through like 4 or 5 class full of big O notation, full of time and space complexity, and then we'll start this algorithm concept. Then you will be mastering it. If I start now only, you won't get much. So just for now, suppose you have list of 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and you are iterating over this list 5 times, its time complexity is order of n only. Okay, wherever it is needed, I will keep on telling for now.